welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynn, and I'm doing a daily reading right now. I usually only pull one daily card, but I felt my intuition was telling me to pull two. So the two cards that came out are the Warrior and the Thread. This is from the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck. So the warrior, let me just show you up close here. The warrior represents courage, commitment, strength, boundaries, and the willingness to stand for something meaningful. So this card isn't only about fighting, it's about knowing what is worth protecting and having the discipline to act accordingly. Okay? Some of the gifts of the warrior are courage. So Spirit is saying you have a lot of courage. You have the ability to move forward even when you feel fear or uncertainty. You're able to focus. You know where to place your energy instead of scattering yourself. You have discipline. You show up consistently for what matters. It's a card of protection. You're defending your values, your time, your energy, your dreams, and your well-being. And you have a lot of integrity. You're acting in alignment with who you truly are. When this card comes out, Spirit is asking, what are you willing to commit to? A lot of times this card comes out when you're being invited to stop waiting for the perfect moment and start taking purposeful action, whatever that means to you. The warrior understands that confidence is not something you always feel before acting. It's something you build by acting. They talked about this in the reading yesterday too. Again, confidence is not something you always feel before acting. It's something you build by acting, doing what, scares you, or what you're nervous to do. That's the gift. When you do something that you're afraid to do, then God, the universe, Spirit rewards you with courage, the sense of feeling courageous, okay? But on the shadow side of this, it could indicate being overly defensive or having to constantly battle, being attached to proving yourself, focused on winning rather than connecting, or feeling exhausted from carrying everything alone. So the lesson with this card is that true strength does not mean fighting every battle, okay? A wise warrior knows when to step forward and when to rest. So what Spirit is saying is the message is for the collective. The message is your power grows when your actions are guided by purpose, not fear, okay? Your power grows when your actions are guided by purpose, not fear. And then the Thread card, this is all about connection, relationships, destiny, meaning. continuity, and the invisible links that tie experiences together. So with this card, it's reminding you that life is not a collection of random events. Experiences, people, lessons, and choices often weave together into a larger story. So the gifts that the thread brings are connection. You're recognizing that you're supported and connected. Trust, you're allowing life to unfold without needing every answer immediately. Meaning, you're seeing how past experiences have shaped who you're becoming, the warrior you are. Relationships, you're honoring the bonds that nourish you. And alignment, you're following what feels deeply connected to your values, okay? What Spirit is asking with this card is, what is the deeper connection between those things that I just mentioned, the gifts of the thread, connection, trust, meaning, relationships, alignment. So Spirit is encouraging you to look for patterns, like what keeps returning to your awareness, or what themes keep showing up in your life, or what relationships or opportunities feel significant, or what lessons seem to repeat until they're understood. And then if we look at the shadow side, because we have to do that, the thread can become difficult when we hold on to connections that no longer serve us, or when we stay attached to an old version of ourselves, or when we try to control how everything connects, or when we obsess over finding meaning instead of living. Okay? The lesson is that some threads are meant to be strengthened, some connections are meant to be strengthened, some relationships are meant to be strengthened, while others are meant to be gently released. Okay? With this card, what Spirit is saying is trust the connections that bring you closer to who you're becoming. And then these cards together, this is a powerful combination, because these two archetypes balance each other. The warrior says, take action, protect what matters, and choose your path. And then the thread is saying, remember why it matters. Stay connected and trust the bigger picture. So together, what Spirit is saying is to fight for what is meaningful, not just for, fight for what is meaningful, not just what is urgent, okay? Be intentional with your energy. Not every challenge deserves your warrior energy, okay? Is something that truly matters to your soul. Ask yourself, if it's a situation, a relationship, a job, a person, a thought, like it can be different for all of you, but ask yourself, is this something that truly matters to my soul, my values, and my future? And then the thread helps the warrior avoid unnecessary battles. Your current actions are weaving your future. Small choices are creating a larger story. That's what these two cards are saying. Every time you choose yourself, or you keep a promise to yourself, or you take one brave step, or you honor your values, you strengthen the thread of your life. Your future is not created in one giant moment. It's woven through consistent actions. And you're being asked to trust your path. The thread brings a message of faith. Okay? Things may be connecting in ways you cannot fully see yet. And then the warrior brings the reminder. You don't have to know every step before taking the next one. What Spirit is saying is just move forward with courage while trusting that your experiences are guiding you. Really trust your intuition too. The warrior can sometimes build armor. The thread reminds you that connection is also a form of strength. What Spirit is saying is stand strong without closing your heart. You don't have to choose between being powerful and being vulnerable. You don't have to choose between being independent and receiving support. And you don't have to choose between protecting yourself and allowing love in. True strength includes connection. Some of you may be entering a chapter where your purpose becomes clearer. So maybe you're going to be committing to something important, or you're going to be aligning your actions with your deeper values, or you're going to reconnect with a passion or a calling, or you're going to recognize that past experiences prepared you for where you are now. The thread is saying that everything has been part of the weaving. And the warrior is saying, now it's time to participate consciously, okay? Before taking any action, ask yourself what matters most to you, okay? Ask yourself, what are you protecting or creating? And if the choice that you're making reflects the person you want to become. Choose your why before choosing your how, okay? Your purpose is your compass. You don't need dramatic action. The warrior respects repetition. So be brave with consistency. Small acts of courage count, like having the conversation or setting the boundary or applying for the opportunity or practicing the skill or taking care of your body or honoring your commitments. Okay? The warrior respects repetition. Be brave with consistency. Pay attention to meaningful patterns in your life. Notice recurring ideas or unexpected connections or people who inspire you or opportunities that feel aligned. Okay? The thread may be showing you that clues are already around you. And then protect your energy. Okay? What deserves your attention? What drains you unnecessarily? What are you saying yes to that should be a no? Okay. The warrior does not waste energy everywhere. You may not see the entire tapestry yet, but the thread is reminding you that being in progress does not mean you're lost. Okay? Trust the season that you are in. Just keep weaving. Stand strong, trust your path, and courageously weave the beautiful life meant for you. Thank you for letting me channel these messages today. I'm sending you lots of love and strength. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.